Hey, are you a business owner, entrepreneur, or professional? If so, we want you to apply to be a featured guest on our show. My name is Adam Torres, and I host the Mission Matters series of podcasts. I've recorded over 3,000 episodes, and we are just getting started. How do you know if you'd be a good guest to be on the show? Well, only one way to find out, and that's to apply, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We want guests that have a story to tell, guests with a brand, a product, or a service that can benefit my audience of listeners. If this sounds like you, go to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. I'd love to talk to you and get to know more about your story. Again, head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, now let's get into the show.
Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Innovation Podcast, your source for all things innovation. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Hetal Parekh on the line, and she is founder over at EnerYields. Hetal, welcome to the show.
Hey, Adam. Glad to meet you.
All right, so hey, I am excited to get into today's topic. So how buildings can go green without spending green. When I read that, I'm like, oh man, that's clever. So this is going to be a great episode. And maybe just to get us going. I mean, tell us a little bit more about how you started on your journey and really what's led you to EnerYields.
All right, so let me just start off briefly by telling you what EnerYields does. So truly, it does what the title of this episode is, and building owners have to, to adhere to regulations for gas emissions, etc., to reduce their building carbon footprint, to enhance the safety of their building, and to reduce operational costs, or just even to reduce their utility bills. They try to find ways to upgrade their building systems so that they can be more energy efficient. But usually these processes just end up taking so much money that 90% of building owners just don't go for these kind of upgrades because they lack the budget to do so. But what people don't know is that there are billions available in green incentives and financing that can actually help them reduce the cost of their building, so they can go green without spending green. Wow. I started off on this journey as a part of my PhD research. I have a PhD in building performance and diagnostics from Carnegie Mellon University. And while I was, working on the topic of how can I help building owners to actually go green, what I realized was there are just so many challenges that exist out here. And the biggest being building owners don't even know that this money exists. So my journey started with trying to identify how can I help them find this money? How can I make it easier for them? So EnerYields helps you first find this money, and then it helps you get this money from these different sources that can actually help you go green.
Can you give an example? So there's definitely some building owners that are listening right now. Can you just give an example of and I know this could vary from building to building size and different and where they're at geography wise, all these things vary, right? But can you give us an example of one way that a building owner could benefit?
Oh, absolutely. So let me give you an example. Suppose you own a small hotel. A couple of rooms, like a bed and breakfast probably. And now you your building is a couple of years old. And for example, if you're in New York City, you have to upgrade your building system to comply with the regulations. And if not, sometimes you have issues like it's just taking up too much of energy, like your utility bills are too high. And you decide that, maybe I should just, fix up my lights, get LED lights, or just get a new, appliances like for HVAC, for heating and cooling. So those are the kind of upgrades, even the tiniest of upgrade, which might just be bringing your building up to code. And for those kind of upgrades, you have rebates that are available. You have below market loans, which is money where your interest rate is as little as 2%. And sometimes you even have options which are absolutely off the book, right? So it is off balance sheet transactions that could be available to you. And we understand that, every commercial building is different, and the requirements are different, the priorities are different. So it is very easy for a building owner to get on the platform, answer a few simple questions about, what are the upgrades that they're looking to do, where is the building located, and we will identify the financing options that they qualify for by searching our database based on the information that is provided to us. And this is very quick. It's like a 30-second search, and the information is available to them absolutely free.
Wow, that's amazing. And which leads me to my next question. So who could benefit from a platform like EnerYields? So is this for, you mentioned a small bed and breakfast. Is this for just large buildings, small buildings, everything in between? Hotel you mentioned. Is this for other types of commercial properties? Like in general, who could benefit from something like EnerYields?
So in general, all commercial buildings can benefit from EnerYields. Now that includes, your smaller buildings, which is even less than 5,000 square feet. So the range goes all the way from 5,000 up to 2 million square feet.
Oh, wow.
And
so really any commercial building.
A commercial building of any size in any geography, and the building serving any function. So it could be a place of worship, it could be your corner, a grocery store or a retail. It could be even an institution like a school, like a public school, for example. Or it could be, your standard offices. It could be like ATMs. You name it, any commercial building type, you will be able to find fee and below market rate financing options and specialized financing options, which can really bring down your project cost and increase your project profitability on EnerYields.
Fantastic. And so let's talk about the resources that EnerYields offers its clients, so and that user experience ultimately. So you mentioned that they go online, they fill out the information. That doesn't take too long to fill out, and that's where the journey starts. Tell us a little bit more about what that user journey looks like overall working with EnerYields. Like how much time does this typically take, that kind of thing?
All right. So the initial search is accessible through the outer pages on the website itself. So all you have to do is get started, answer 8 simple questions, and the results are instantaneous. On the dashboard, you will see a few very critical decision-making metrics for, high-level decisions like how much money is actually out there. After that, we provide a free technical assistance call to the users, and we walk them through their different options and explain to them how it actually matters, and they can always access this information on the dashboard. But if they want more detailed information based on the upgrade work that they're carrying out, we also provide a GRIMS report in which we break down their project work line items and tell them how much qualifies for a green project and what is the strategy that they should be using to actually minimize their cost as much as possible. And then after that, we also help them, apply for these incentives and everything from start to end, depending on whatever their project demands. It could just be an application, it could be application verification, it could be even project management, where we serve as a liaison between the financing entity and the business owner or a building owner to help them get this money as quickly and easily as they can.
Wow, that's awesome. You're making it too easy on them, Hetal. Come on. It's too easy with working with you. Come on.
Yeah, we're really hopeful that, if we, just even out some of these kinks, we should be able to get more buildings to go green and be more energy efficient while being profitable.
Wow, what an amazing story! What amazing business model! Love that you're up there, and you're creating win-win situations. Is what I see. I mean, you're doing great things for obviously the earth, energy, the building owners. I mean, this is just everyone down the line benefits from these things. So this is awesome. So that being said, Hetal, if somebody's listening to this and they want to learn more about EnerYields, what's the best way for them to connect with you and your team?
So best way to get started is go onto our platform, which is EnerYields.com. That's EnerYields.com, and just click on the Get Started. Or they can even schedule a call with us by requesting a call from the website itself. And I would love to help as many building owners as I can to get access to free money.
Fantastic. Well, Hetal, really been great having you on the show today. I appreciate you coming on and educating us more on EnerYields and all the great work you're doing. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. I hope you learned a lot. If you did, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you be a return listener. Have many more great guests like Hetal coming up for you, and I don't want you to miss a thing. And Hetal, thanks again for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely, Adam. Likewise. Thank you.